Make sure you like this like. Make sure you leave them comments. And don't be a hater. If you're feeling my videos, hit the subscribe button. Alright, let's talk about some real shit in this video. Alright, you guys, I'm just gonna give you guys a banger before I knock out, classic, give you guys that old school feel. Your boy loving the hate one finna go in. I've been really thinking about who the fuck is going to win this fight. I really am having a hard time picking a winner. But your boy loving the hate. When we can't sit on the fence, we have to pick a winner, yo. And in this video, I'm going to give you guys a comparison. Which fighter is literally the better fighter? Literally, I'm talking about thoroughly break them down. Not just picking a fighter. Thoroughly why I'm picking them. Who's the better fighter? Before I really get into that, let me tell you guys this. George Groves, he has most definitely redeemed himself since that Carl Froch loss. Okay? Another thing is too, George Groves, he can box, he's quick. But my problem with George Groves is this. Oh, you know what? I'll wait till we get there. Chris Eubank, his pros in this fight, he is starving right now. He's hungry. He wants to show the world that he is the real deal. He wants to show the world that whatever you guys heard about the sparring with Chris Eubank, he wants to show us that sparring is just sparring, right? You guys, let me tell you guys this. Another thing you guys might not know. I'm a George Groves fan. Yes, that's right. He gained a lot of respect from me after the Carl Froch fight. Plus, he's a trash talker. You guys, I am pumped up about this fight. And let me know in the comment section who you guys think is going to win. Because I'm going to break this shit down. Chris Eubank kind of remind me of John Pascal, And I'm going to talk about that a little more. Well, I can get that out the way first. The reason he reminds me of John Pascal is because he's fast. He has stupid speed. Yes, I said it. Stupid speed. He has a chin. But that's the only thing with Chris Eubank. I haven't seen that chin get tapped yet. But before I really get into this fight, you already motherfucking know. You guys, this is a good fight, yo. Because another reason it's a good fight is because if George Groves lose, it's pretty much over for George Groves. George Groves need a win. If Chris Eubank lose, I don't know, maybe go back down to 160. I mean, he really can't lose to fucking George Groves because it ain't what everybody gonna say. He was a hype job, He really, me personally, I think he ain't fought nobody at 168 yet. That's my opinion. George Groves is like the first real test. You feel me? But you guys, excuse the fuck up. Just be patient, because I'm gonna go in. Let's get into this shit, yo. You ready? Who's the faster fighter out of these two guys? That's a good one. Because like I told you guys, my analogy, smart speed versus stupid speed. Chris Eubank has stupid speed. But, like I told you guys, one of the benefits of having stupid speed, the punches can beat a little harder. Like I told you guys, when you're throwing a baseball, right? When you're throwing the baseball to the goalie, and you're throwing it right to the target, which is smart speed, it might not be as hard as if you just throw a punch, just throw the ball wildly in the air and it luckily lands on something. The punch is going to be harder, just inaccurate. You dig? But with that being said, I'm just going to keep this train on rolling, okay? Oh my God, you guys, I'm finna break this fight down. I got this fight down packed in my head. It's gonna be a good fight, y'all. Okay. George Grove has smart speed, yo. But don't get it twisted. Sometimes George Grove gets reckless. Like when he's trying to stop you or drop you, or if he feels like he can overpower you. That's when you see him kind of get reckless. But other than that, when George Groves is boxing, moving, George Groves has smart speed. Yes, he does. So with that being said, this one is kind of hard to tell because Chris Eubank, he shows off that hand speed, don't he? He let the world know, I have fast hands. George Groves lets the world know he has fast hands in a different way. Like I told you guys, let's say money is an analogy. George Groves is the fighter he's the fighter with the money that he don't floss very much, you know. He don't show people he got it, but he got $1 million in the bank, right? And George Groves is the guy that he flosses a lot, you know, got a Lamborghini, you know, the whole 9 yards. Ain't even got $5,000 in the bank. Okay? You dig me? So, people with stupid speed, it could come across like they're faster. So, this is why this one is really hard to determine to me. If I had to pick, I would probably lean towards Chris Eubank, because he is fast. But George Groves is fast too. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get that one to Chris Eubank. But George Groves, he's fucking fast. Listen. Foot speed. George Groves has decent foot speed, you know. He can move his feet pretty well. Chris Eubank has good foot speed as well, but I think Chris Eubank his foot speed is better when he's on the attack. And another thing, I want to see how Chris Eubank fights when he's going back, because he ain't never fought nobody that hits as hard as George Groves. That's my opinion. If he have, let me know in the comment section, please. I don't think he have. With that being said, foot speed, I might favor George Groves. Because George Groves know how to evade shots. George Groves is George Groves is a good counter puncher as well. Ooh, Chris Eubank. God damn, he might be in some fucking trouble here, y'all. I'm serious. I'm gonna get at one of George Groves. So as you guys could tell, the speed is kind of neck and neck. Even though they both got speed in their own way. Let's keep this train rolling. Who's the better boxer? Off top, George Groves. And George Groves showed that better boxing ability against strong competition. Outboxing Carl Froch. He was outboxing James. He beat James DeGale, y'all. Some people thought he beat Badu Jack. Some people thought he beat Badu Jack, y'all. That's the fight I watched in the background, because this was the fight that was on the frost on top of the cake for me. But some people thought he beat Badu Jack. Me personally, I thought Badu won, but he showed a chin in that fight. He showed will in that fight. And it was even times in that fight when he had Badu Jack shooken up. Now, me personally, I think Badu Jack is bigger than George Groves. You know, not making no excuses, but George Groves. Listen, another thing is Chris Eubank, he likes to beat fighters before the fight. That shit ain't working with George Groves. George Groves is not afraid of no fucking Chris Eubank. But let me tell you this. Let me keep it all the way a buck with you. George Groves can box, yo. George Groves can box, yo. He can box inside the pocket. He can box going back. You know, he can bang. Serious counter punching ability. Oh my God, George Groves might be Chris Eubank gonna be in serious trouble. Let's keep the chain rolling. That's George Groves all day. Light work. Now, here's where things get a little hard for George Groves. Who has the better conditioning? Chris Eubank, yo. This is my... If only George Groves had good stamina, I will be picking George Groves without a shadow of a doubt. I don't even give a fuck about no losses or none of that. Without a shadow of a fucking doubt. Chris Eubank, he showed us he can go 12 rounds and not be gassed. It seemed like every time George Groves has heart. So in those later rounds, you guys, he be mainly fighting off heart. But when he throws the big punches, especially when he misses, that even gasses him even more. You guys, without a shadow of a doubt, that's Chris Eubank all day. And Chris Eubank is carrying that power late, you guys. He's stopping people in the 9th round, the 8th round. So, I mean, that's what things might get a little hard for George Groves. So, that being said, with that, I'm going with, don't get it wrong, George Groves don't have terrible stamina, like everybody try to say, because he does he has gone the distance, and he wins some later rounds. He went the distance with James DeGale. If he would have terrible stamina, he would have lost, he would have got stopped by James DeGale. He would have also got stopped by, what's his name? Badou Jack. So stop it, y'all. And he got a couple more solid opponents on his resume. But, yeah, conditioning, yeah. I got to get that to Chris Eubank. But let's keep going. Let's keep straight rolling. What we got next, y'all? Make sure I leave nothing out before we really get to the good part. I said boxing, foot speed, hand speed, conditioning. Who has the better chin? You guys do not get those fucking Carl Froch stop. First of all, that first fight was an early stoppage, yo. Don't give me that. That was definitely an early stoppage. I said that because I was watching that fight earlier. That was an early stoppage, people. It was. But I must say that, you know, Chris Eubank, he has faced some punchers, you guys. Don't get it twisted, you know. But I have never seen him face nobody with George Groves' type of power. George Groves has some serious power. Carl Froch has a chin. He had Carl Froch on Quiver Street. I personally think if George Groves would have hopped on Carl Froch in that first fight, when he dropped him, not only that, because Carl Froch got saved by the bell as well. If it wasn't for the bell, not saying Carl Froch couldn't have survived. Carl Froch is a warrior, knows how to survive as well. But if George Groves still had the time and he would have hopped on Carl Froch, he probably could have got a first round stoppage on Carl Froch. Carl Froch was very hurt in that first fight, y'all. Very hurt. And he was buzzing Carl Froch all throughout that fucking fight, y'all. Come on now, Carl Froch faced some serious punches. Oh yeah, I forgot, Chris Eubank did face Arthur Abraham. An older Arthur Abraham. But my point is, George Groves have serious power, yo. But we're talking about chins. We're going to get to the power part in a minute. I'm going to say that. But, you know, I will have to say George Groves, This one is by default. I would have to give it to Chris Eubank, but by default. The reason I say that is because Chris Eubank ain't faced the Carl Froches. He ain't faced the Abadu Jack, James DeGale. Listen, George Groves clearly have the better resume out of the two. That being said, I'm gonna give that shit to Chris Eubank by default because I have to. I mean, Chris Eubank haven't been stopped before. I mean, at the end of the day, right? Okay. Well, give me about 3-4 more minutes, and we're gonna dissect this thing. Tell you guys who the overall better fighter, and give you guys my prediction. Stay with me, y'all. Now, who hits harder? Y'all, listen, you guys. You guys might try to kill me in the comment section, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. See, the problem with Chris Eubank, I think he's a better finisher than he hits hard, and he's a very good finisher. George Groves, I think he hits harder than Chris Eubank, yo. I think if George Groves catches you right on the button, especially if it's clean, Chris Eubank could go to sleep, yo. I'm gonna say it. But it's like, as you guys can see, that body stoppage on Jamie Cox. Come on, I think George Groves would have stopped the opponent that Chris Eubank faced quick and early. I mean, not only that, not only does he hit harder, he's more precise than Chris Eubank. But listen to this, you guys. The overall better fighter is fucking George Groves, man. Let's just get that out the fucking way. The overall better fighter is George Groves. Now, does that mean he's gonna win? Now, this is where things twist up a little bit, because even though you're a totally better fighter than someone, even though you're more skilled than someone, that don't mean you're always gonna win. Adrian Broner is more skilled than Mike Garcia. I mean, right? Mike Garcia is he's skilled as well. I think he does some things better than Adrian Broner, but I think Adrian Broner is a more skillful fighter. But it happens. Aries Lenny Lara is more skillful than Canelo. Canelo beat Aries Lenny Lara. I mean, you guys, it happens. Muhammad Ali is more skillful than Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier beat Muhammad Ali. I mean, come on, you guys know what I'm talking about here. With that being said, let me tell you guys this. My prediction in this fight, I can see Chris Eubank getting stopped. Let me say that right now. I can see Chris Eubank getting stopped. I can see Chris Eubank getting dropped, especially with all that reckless shit he likes to do. He might not want to try that with George Groves, because George Groves is accurate as well. Facts. But you guys, something tells me that Chris Eubank chin is going to hold up. Not saying it's possible for it not to hold up. You know, at first I was going for George Groves, but I really think if this fight goes to the later rounds, you guys, past the 6th, past the 7th, I think it's going to be all hell for George Groves. Now, me saying that, I will say this. I can see George Groves stopping Chris Eubank. I can see Another thing is, too, don't get it twisted. If this fight go past the 7th, past the 8th, George Groves is going to be up on the fucking scorecards. Trust me. Trust me. But I could see Chris Eubank landing them body shots, them face shots, and really having George Groves, not to mention his not so good stamina is not going to help as well. And I could see George Groves kind of gassing past the 8th round. Only if he didn't already stop. Y'all gonna have to stay with me. It's gonna be quite a long one, because I gotta finish this shit. I'm getting deep on this. All my gamblers watch this shit. Only if he didn't already stop Chris Eubank. Because Chris Eubank, I don't think he has faced this type of power. Because Arthur Abraham, I think he's heavy-handed, but George Groves got that that striking power where it's like, it's like if he catch you right, I'm telling you, he buzzes you, yo. But he's not a very good finisher. That's my another problem with George Groves. He could finish, but he's not a very good finisher. Chris Eubank, he's an outstanding finisher. And that's my problem with that. If he hurt Chris Eubank. Another thing is, too, George Groves is known for motherfuckers gonna wave that motherfucker off. If George Groves shows signs of being hurt, you know, not to mention George Groves, not gonna say he don't have a chin, but he is chinny. He hits the canvas, yeah, chinny. Don't mean you don't have a chin. That means you bounce up and down off the canvas. Yes, you do. So with that being said, man, even though he's an overall better fighter, being with age, being that the knockout is always in the back of your head. But I think that George Groves has a psychological edge going into this fight. This fight, me personally, I think it's a 50-50 fight. At first, I was rolling with George Groves all the way. But my only problem with George Groves is in those later rounds, yo, he starts to fade, man. And I could see Chris Eubank even winning by split decision. The same shit that happened with Badu Jack. I could see that as well. But I think, don't get it twisted, y'all. Chris Eubank has to survive 5 to 6 rounds of hell from George Groves with the accurate punches, the fast, you know, that left hook. I mean, oh my God. So with that in mind, you guys, don't be surprised if Chris Eubank is stopped by the 3rd round, maybe the 4th round. Don't get it twisted. But shit. You guys, I gotta pick one, man. I'm rolling with Chris Eubank, yo. I think in the later rounds, it's when Chris Eubank is gonna start to take a toll in the fight. If he's still awoke. And I will say that, man, George Groves has serious power, y'all. Alright, you guys. Listen to this. My heart say, this is the best way to say it. My mind say Chris Eubank, but my heart say George Groves. I'm telling you. Alright, y'all, I'm out.